Alright, so the main driving part for the song is based around the D flat triad. And they played around between normal D flat as well as D flat sus2 and a little bit of a D flat sus4 as well. So those are got some common shapes that you should be used to, but they had a pretty cool repetitive picking pattern that just repeats the whole time. So and then just a little fill like that. So the first 3 notes that you just repeat over and over will be the 6th frets on the G and B strings, and then we add in the 4th fret on the B string as well. So this note here is what we call a pedal tone. Kind of goes the whole time. So I've got just those 3 notes. So it's actually 4 notes, but it's 4 notes that I'm picking, but only 3 actual notes. Just repeats over and over with this rhythm. So as you see, I've just added in this 4th fret here on the E string. So let me play it for you once again, nice and slow. And then the fill at the end there is just 6, 7, 6. So the whole thing together . All right, and that just carries on throughout the whole verse, even though the chords change. And what's really cool about a part like that, because the notes are so repetitive, it's got a really nice hook, but the repetitiveness of that hook really kind of glues everything together. So that's like a really a familiar hook throughout that verse. And it actually even goes throughout the chorus as well. Now, the way that I'm playing the song is kind of like a 1 guitar approach. And so when we go to the chorus, even though I could keep playing that part, I don't actually play that part. I go into more of a distorted part, which we'll check out next. But when we go into the pre-chorus, again, it's the same thing. And then I just let it rest like that, because that is where guitar fill comes in, which we'll check out next with the dirty sound. So let me play that for you once again with the track, so that you can see this part in action. Alright, so there's a pretty cool overdub in the pre-chorus. The actual chords there would be B flat minor and A flat. So what they played there is like a D shape here on the 13th fret. So that's kind of like a B flat minor. Right, so just and then you let that ring, and then for A flat they played like a flat sus4. So those 2 chords rings really nicely over that pre-chorus, and obviously in addition to that we've got the main clean part and then that cool fill going into the chorus. So I want to play it for you, just that section of the pre-chorus, so you can see these 2 shapes. It's basically 13, 14, 13 on the G, B, and E strings. And then 13, 14, 11 for B flat minor and a flat sus4. Let's hear it with the track. Alright, so now let's check out the distorted guitar. It kicks off with a really cool fill during the pre-chorus, and then it plays kind of a single note line in the actual chorus to add some melodic spice. So what I'm going to do is I'll hit the track here and I'll play the full for you, and afterwards we'll break that down. Alright, so again, this is all based around D flat. So this is my triad. What I mean with a triad over there, but what's happening is I'm playing on the third, bending then that up to the 4th degree, coming back down to the third. And then it's just all triad from there. Then 4, 3, and 6 on the G string. What's cool about this, so I'm picking and then sliding back down to the 3rd fret. Alright, so let me do that for you once more, nice and slow. Now typically the 4th degree isn't that stable when played over the root, for example. Listen to this. It sounds like it wants to resolve back down to that 3rd, but... And I guess you can play the same thing here as well. But it's better for me down here, because my lowest string is the D string, and if I do it over here, my lowest string becomes the A string. That could become a little muddy. So that's a pretty cool fill. Let's play it once more with the track, and then I'll show you what's happening in the chorus. Alright, so there you go, that is the chorus. So all that's happening there is I'm playing here on the G string, on the 6th fret. So it's all based around the D major scale. Same as I would have played this. Now the reason I like to keep this line on one string, because the timbre of the note will remain the same because it's the same thickness of the string, whereas if I played, you can totally do that, but my personal preference is just to keep it on that same string. And it just keeps it more consistent. So what have we got there? We've got 6, 11, 10, 8, 10, 8, 6. It with all downstrokes just to get some more oomph out of that line. And important to note that the notes are anticipated. So what does that mean? Well, I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So every time before the 1, I'm already into that note. So if I played it straight and I went to my next note on the 1, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. But instead they went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. So just that anticipation also just gives a bit more of a forward moving momentum to that line. Now, if you are in a 2-guitar band, or if you've got 2 electric guitarists, of course, the other guitarist can just play the power chords. There's nothing really to that, just playing the power chords, following along with the verse. But I like to combine those parts, you know, the clean part that I showed you together with the lead line or the fill, and then going into this lead line. Now, if you want to get some more body out of that, you can also play the line with octaves. So Alright, so that's all there is to it. If you want to fatten that up, it all depends on kind of the size of your worship team. There's some really essential string muting happening in this part where you got to make sure that only the notes you play or that you want to ring out rings out, and all the other strings are muted. I covered that in another video on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description box below that'll take you right to that section. So there you go. That's essentially Hindsight. You've got the clean part. You've got that really cool fill, and then it goes into that driving part for the chorus. And those parts are kind of interchangeably, you know, played throughout the song. So in some cases, during the chorus, that clean part keeps going, and then the second part just kicks on over there. Right, guys, really hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more song breakdowns, go ahead, tell us in the comments what other songs you'd like me to break the parts down, and then we'll definitely go ahead and check those out for you. So thanks so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and then hit that bell icon, because then you'll get notifications whenever we release new videos just like this one. Right, guys, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, I really hope you enjoyed this video where we looked at ways in which you can play more melodically on the guitar by making use of your mental understanding, your oral ability by hearing music and melodic ideas, and then the physical ability of actually mapping out the notes on the guitar. Now, this is all just the start of a whole wonderful journey, and if you'd like to dig deeper and learn more about how you can compose these different kinds of parts, as well as get access to the backing track that I used in this example, well, we've got a 7-day worship guitar skills challenge, which you can sign up for free. The link is in the description box. When you sign up for the 7-day challenge, you will learn 15 different kinds of guitar parts, making use of these chord tones in a musical and melodic fashion. And that's going to help you really map out the notes on the guitar so you can play with more passion, power, and precision, all those kind of good things that you hear all of your favorite guitarists do. So that's all covered in the 7-day guitar challenge. You'll get tablature, you'll get a backing track, and you will also get access to my personal email address. So if you've got any questions, you can just fire off an email, and then I will go ahead and address that in future videos. All right, guys, been awesome hanging with you today. Make sure you sign up for the 7-day guitar challenge so we can go ahead and dig deeper into this wonderful journey of becoming a better guitarist.